Welcome to our farm and to this year's fruit harvest. We hope this video will help you whilst you're with us. English apples and pears look and taste great because they're grown well, picked carefully and looked after from orchard to the fruit bowl. Quality means getting things right at every stage. This video will show you how to pick and handle apples and pears to make money for the farm and for you. Learning the right way and how to pick quickly without damaging fruit is good for the farm and it's good for you. Fruit is taken carefully to the stores as soon as possible after picking. Great care is taken at every stage. Quality is everyone's responsibility. If there are any quality problems, they can be traced back to individual pickers. Fruit is stored to keep it in good condition before going to the pack house where it's prepared and then delivered to supermarket depots. Supermarkets and other shops only sell top quality fruit. They demand the best, and if we cannot supply it, they will go somewhere else. Your job as a picker is a vital link in the chain from orchard to consumer. Before you start picking, your supervisor will explain to you the things you really need to know. Farms are dangerous places. This farm has a health and safety policy which you need to read and be familiar with. Keep well clear of tractors and other machinery when they're working. Do not assume that the driver has seen you. Some vehicles move fast in every direction. Do not eat fruit in orchards. It may have been treated and is not ready to eat until after storage. Wear loose, comfortable clothing. Strong, comfortable shoes are essential. Always remember to bring a sun hat and cover up to prevent sunburn. Suntan lotion can get onto fruit and must not be used. Remember as well that in the morning trees and grass are often wet with dew. Always wash your hands before you start work and after eating, drinking, smoking or toilet breaks. Long hair must be tied back to keep it out of the fruit and prevent it becoming hooked up in branches. The picking bucket is an aid to help you move fruit from the tree to the bulk bin. It's important that you have it adjusted to suit you so that you're comfortable and that you don't injure yourself. Make sure you adjust the straps so that both your hands can easily touch into the bottom of the bag and that the straps are lying flat across your body. You should check with your supervisor that you have the bucket correctly positioned. If you can use the same bag each day, it will avoid adjusting the bag every day. Check each day that the bag is clean and has no dirt or damage, as this can damage the fruit. If you pick fruit like this, the customer will be happy and so will your boss, and you will earn good money. Before you start to pick, you need to know the standards. The next few minutes will help you, but your supervisor will give you further help through the day. Quality fruit must be free from pests and diseases and rots as well. There should be no cracks and no bruises, and the fruit should not have any soil on it. Fruit should be of the correct size with the right amount of colour. This may change when you start picking a new variety or a new orchard or on a new day, but your supervisor will show you what must be picked. Also, the supervisor will show you the smallest fruit that you can pick. Place it between your thumb and first finger, and that distance between the tips will give you a guide when you're in the orchard picking. Remove the fruit by cradling it in the palm of your hand. Lift the fruit up and over the branch. If the fruit remains attached, change direction and keep changing until the fruit is removed. Don't squeeze the fruit and do not press your fingertips or nails into the fruit. This will cause bruising and cost you money. Pulling the fruit will cause bruising and damage the tree. Place the fruit in the picking bucket, holding on to the fruit until it touches the bottom of the bag or fruit already there. Dropping fruit into the bucket will cause bruising and cost you money. To pick fruit hanging in pairs, use both hands working together, and this will prevent you dropping the fruit. To pick a group of fruits hanging together, support them with one hand and pick with the other. Do not pick fruit up from the ground. Picking with both hands can save energy and help you pick quickly. Keep both your hands in eye view. When your picking bucket is full of fruit, move to the bulk bin and place the bucket into the bottom of the bin, touching the bottom or touching the fruit already there. Release the bottom of the bucket and slowly and gently draw up the bucket so that the fruit slowly moves out of the bucket and into the bin. Never rest a full bucket on its base, as this will damage the fruit. And don't allow the fruit to drop or roll into the bin. Fill the bin by emptying into the four corners first, if the bin's on the flat ground. Then empty into the sides between the corners, and lastly, empty your bucket into the middle of the bin. If the bulk bin is on sloping ground, start filling the bin in the two corners at the bottom of the slope, and then fill in the sides of the bin. When you've placed your fruit into the bin, look over it and check there are no bad fruit, leaves or pieces of wood which should be removed. When you pick pears, follow the same method and ensure that you don't break the stalk or tear the flesh around the base of the stalk, as this allows disease to damage the pear fruit. Lift the fruit gently. Take care because pears can easily slip out of your hand and they can hang tighter on the tree than apples. Rounder shaped pears can be punctured by stalks of other fruit, so take extra care. Always treat apples and pears as though they were eggs. You can very easily damage them, and the damage may not show up immediately. Damaged fruit will, though, show up later when it reaches the store, and the quality checks will be able to identify where the problems of damaged fruit are being caused. Damaged fruit can and will be traced back to the picker who caused it. Pick a tree in a set pattern, working either clockwise or anti-clockwise around the tree. Start with one sector and work from the outside towards the centre of the tree, and then from the bottom of the tree upwards. Then if you drop any fruit, it won't drop onto and damage other fruit. Don't bend. You can hurt your back. Kneel like this and keep your back straight. It's also easier to stand up. Avoid pulling down high branches to reach the apples. This causes damage to the tree. Work from the inner part of high branches to the outer part. This gives you much better access to the fruit. When you've picked one section of the tree, move round to the next. And don't forget the tops of the tree. Don't expect someone else to clear the fruit for you. Pick all the fruit that can be easily reached from the ground before you use a ladder or steps. Make sure you still lift the fruit up to pick them and don't pull them off. Do not damage the tree when you put the steps into the tree. Position the steps so that they point into the centre of the tree and either up or down any slope, but not across the slope. Have the picking bucket to the side of you, not in front. It might seem that this way of picking is slow, but once you've learnt how to do it, you will find that you can build up your speed without causing damage or bruising to the fruit. To be a successful picker of quality fruit, you'll need to learn the best way of picking, slowly at first, and then using both hands, gradually increase the speed at which you pick. Your supervisor is responsible for ensuring all picking is done correctly and to the right quality standard. They will also be happy to help you safely build up your speed. If you're unsure about anything, please ask. It's important to you and to the farm that you get things right. Your supervisor will clearly show you when fruit that has been picked is not up to standard. The fruit you pick will be recorded and marked so that it can be traced and allows you to be paid for what you have picked. To be a successful picker of quality fruit, you first need to learn the best method of picking. Learn to use both hands, approach the tree in the same methodical way, develop a good search pattern for the fruit, pick undamaged fruit and handle that fruit with care. Build up your speed of picking. It will take you some time to build up that speed, but set yourself a slightly higher target each day. Then you'll be able to build up your stamina and work steadily. To get quality fruit from our orchards to our customers, we must all work together as a team and ensure that at every stage from the tree we do nothing that causes damage to the fruit. When you get it right, everyone's happy. Good luck and enjoy a fruitful season with us.